From MetsMerizedOnline.com, headline, Scott and Nimmo lead Mets to a 6-3 win over the Marlins. Now, before we get into this video, I need you to hit that subscribe button so we can get into this business about talking about prospects and the minor leagues and all this great stuff about the Mets. Oh, my goodness, what a great performance. I was not able to watch this performance because I didn't get home till like 3:30, 4 o'clock today. But obviously, Christian Scott was very impressive today on the mound for the Mets. And a start with the Mets played the Marlins, I guess in West Palm. New York Mets took a road trip to Jupiter, on Wednesday for a matchup against the Miami Marlins, a fellow National League East foe. The Mets defeated the Marlins 6-3. The offense struck for 8 hits, backing up the Mets pitching staff, which gave up just 3 runs. Right-handed pitcher and Mets prospect Christian Scott took the mound for the Mets to start things off against the Marlins. This was Scott's second appearance this spring, but his first start and the Mets' first official long look at the righty this spring. Scott was opposed on the mound by Marlins left-handed pitcher Patrick Monteverde. This was Monteverde's third appearance of the spring. Coming off a very strong 2023 season in the minors, Scott picked up right where he left off in his first spring start of 24. He pitched 4 great innings, giving up just 1 earned run on 2 hits and striking out 7. His only mistake came in the 3rd inning when he gave up a solo home run to Jonah Bride. Other than that, Scott looked strong in his 4-inning appearance of the Mets as he continues to make a name for himself and battle for the chance to see the big leagues in 2024. His fastball was up to 97 miles per hour, sat around 95 to 96. With 7 whiffs, he threw quite a few sweepers. Now, I'm gonna sort of have to learn about this new pitch they've been developing. I don't know much about it. I saw clips of it. It looks like a slider with a little bit more of a horizontal break to it. So I have to see how it is. That it goes straight and then it dives in the other direction, specifically to a right-handed hitter. I need to see more of it live and have it described to me by one of these great analysts the Mets have. So I don't know much about a sweeper. And his slider was up to 89 miles per hour. So I'm never going to act like an expert if I don't know. I've seen plenty of curveball sliders, but the sweeper is a little bit different. I got to know what the grip is. Hopefully we get to see a grip, what kind of grip the pitchers use. Following Scott, the Mets Edwin Diaz to the mound for his 3rd spring appearance. He did not have his best performance, only making it 2 1/3 innings. He gave 1 earned run on no hits and 2 walks and only struck out 1. He was 21 pitches before the Mets turned the ball over to right-handed pitcher Wilkin Ramos to finish the inning. He's a prospect you need to keep an eye on in the bullpen. Most importantly, Diaz came out of the game healthy and told reporters he would pitch again on Thursday in a minor league game. So it'll be the first time he's gone back-to-back. Mets then sent Phil Bickford, Luis Moreno, Nolan Cleaney, and Ben Simon out to the mound following Diaz. Bickford struck out 1 in 1 inning. Luis Moreno struggled, giving up 1 run on 1 hit and 4 walks. Javier struck out 4. Cleaney and Simon both pitched well as well. Simon gave up a hit and struck out 1 in his appearance. Offensively, Brandon Nimmo led the offense at the plate, going 2 for 3 with a double. Joey Wendell and Zach Scott both also continued to impress the spring slates, each going 1 for 2 with a double, a walk, and 2 runs scored. These guys, Wendell and Short, and particularly Jose Iglesias, it'll be interesting to see, where they are with the Mets. Hopefully, we have a pretty good idea who the last guy on the bench is going to be. Obviously, the player of the game is Christian Scott. Scott lights out performance on the mound earned him Wednesday's player of the game from Mesmerized. Scott gave up just 1 run on 2 hits and struck out 7 in 4 strong innings. He has risen to be the Mets' top pitching prospect over the last year and begin this season in AAA Syracuse. So he's not too far off from the major leagues. Obviously, Mike Vasil is ahead of him because he has more time in AAA. Scott does not have any time in AAA yet. But this was a very good performance, and people noticed him because it was on the MLB Network. He has a chance to be an elite pitcher. That has been the word, that if he is able to harness the stuff that the Mets are teaching in this pitching lab that the Mets now have with the sweeper and more refined cutter, which all the pitchers have been throwing in this spring training, especially the younger guys. He has a chance to be a top flight, top of the rotation starter, either number 1 or number 2 starter, and that's how people are very high on him. I did not see him, unfortunately, live. I will never tell you about a prospect what my opinion is of them if I have not seen them. I'll give you the reports. I will give you my best analysis that I can, but I'll never tell you that I've seen a pitcher and say, oh, he's going to be the best. I've not seen him. I've not seen him or Dominic Hamill or Tyler Stewart or Paul Gervasi. I have seen Nolan McLean. We saw him last week. Unbelievable stuff for 1 inning. Obviously, we saw Brandon Sprout, who's again is very impressive in the short inning that we saw of him. The 6 pitches that he threw. But your host will never tell you that I think a pitcher is going to be good or everyday player is going to be good, and I've not seen them. Either in spring training or a little taste here and there in the majors. I'll do my best to give you the most information that other people have seen of these players. So, thank you for watching this video. This was a very good day for the Mets because the Met pitching staff and the Mets starters, in terms of their prospects, have been behind the last few years, and now they're starting to get some momentum. Now they're starting to push themselves forward, and the Mets need that. They need some depth in this organization. They need some stars, some young players that are going to not cost them a lot of money, and they need to find a way to keep them healthy and develop them and put themselves in a situation we can win World Series again. So, thank you for watching this video. Of course, please subscribe to Prospect Hut, and I'll see you later.